All right, ladies and gentlemen, your Pratt Pack. We are at CBS Radio World Headquarters in Green Tree. And in the backdrop, Clint, if you will, that's the award-winning Associated Press, KDK Newsroom, Dan Wonders and company at work. I'm always at play, folks. I just come here. It's kind of like a playground. These guys do the heavy lifting when it comes to sports on 93.7 The Fan, Eric Hagman, and the incredible man who can help you with your farmer's insurance needs. He's Dan Zangrilli, part of the great broadcast team that is the Pittsburgh Pirates and CBS Sports. Eric Hagman also, ladies and gentlemen, the reason I'm standing behind here, because he looks so good standing out there because of Dr. Vactor. How much weight now?
50.
50?
50.
How long did it take?
It's taken about 6 weeks.
Man, is he looking good. drvactor.com, 6 o'clock hour tomorrow morning on Rob Pratt, Saturday. All right, let's talk about our Pittsburgh Pirates. Who do you foresee the starting lineup, batting order, and will Andrew McCutchen be in the number 2 slot?
Against right-handed pitching, yes, and left-handed pitching for that matter. They're going to be 2 lineups against lefties and righties. So against a right-hander, you'll have, I think, Jaso leading up, followed by McCutchen, and then the 3 spots kind of up in the air. You could hit David Freese there. You could move Starling Marte there, but for argument's sake, opening day, I would think they would hit Freese, and then follow that up with Starling Marte, potentially Gregory Polanco, Francisco Cervelli, Josh Harrison down Jordan Mercer.
Are you really going to switch your power alley, the guy in the 4-hole, depending on right or left? I mean, is it going to be Marte and Polanco? Are they really going to mess with that position as far as the batting order is concerned if it comes down to righty and lefty?
Yes, Polanco will hit lower in the order against left-handed pitching. Jaso likely won't even be in the lineup at that point. As far as the 4 spot is the batting order, I think that's probably going to stay fairly consistent with Marte. He has pretty even splits against him.
Agree?
I agree with everything you said, and when Gunn comes back, I would imagine that he'll be a 3 or a 4 hitter. I think that's where he's best suited. I'm looking forward to seeing McCutchen bat second. They put a lot of thought into this. This isn't something that just developed overnight. Neil Huntington said they considered this for a couple of seasons, and you know how big they are on the metrics, and it'll be interesting to see how it pans out.
Is McCutchen really going to get 20 more at bats because of this?
No, more than that. Maybe 60 to 70 plate appearances could be attained at least.
That's definitely going to help his numbers.
Certainly, and nutritions value the 2 spot of the batting order more so than the 3rd. That's why they're exploring it to begin with. And they believe, after crunching all sorts of numbers and algorithms, that there's going to not only be more plate appearances, but more purposeful plate appearances, meaning there's going to be more people on base.
Algorithms in baseball? Whatever happened to that hard bubble gum that came in the cards? That's what I think I got off the train. Algorithms in baseball?
It's like trying to read a barcode at Coons Market on a Sunday.
Thank you very much. It's a Pittsburgh tradition. Couple of more thoughts. Eric Hagman, Dan Zangrilli. Dan, of course, anchors sports, 93.7 The Fan. He's also part of the Pirates broadcast team, and Eric's on not just 93.7 The Fan, but the mothership, News Radio 1020 KDK. Gung, obviously, an issue. Free's going to start the season off at 3rd?
Yes, and after Gung returns, Neil Huntington has said that he'll be the other half of the platoon over at first base with John Jaso against left-handed pitching. He's played a few games there at first base. It'll be interesting to see how he adapts. Pirates over the last few years, they've had plenty of projects over there at first base, meaning people that haven't played the position before, trying to put a glove on there and see what happens.
Before we let you go, what should the audience be listening for? What is something that kind of keeps playing through your mind, Eric, that really makes you think this is going to be something good? What should they be?
Something good. I like the McCutchen in the 2 spot. I'm really looking forward to that, to see what he can do there. Mm-hmm. I think, on the other hand, Jaso is a key to this team. He's got to hit and get on base. He's not going to bring power. He's got to get on base, especially if they bat him leadoff. If that doesn't work out, then it's back to square one again. You're back to where you were last year. Polanco, Harrison, whatever they decide to do.
I mean, I would agree. They value on-base percentage, and Jaso's been an on-base guy. Francisco Cervelli could, at times, hit in the top half of the order because he has a terrific on-base percentage. They're gearing their offense more towards an on-base mindset, much like the Cardinals have. In the past, I think they had a few holes in their swing, literally, with too many swings and misses, and they're trying to mitigate that and we'll see if they're able to keep moving the chains, as Neil Huntington said.
If you're thinking about becoming a broadcaster, Clarion University, ladies and gentlemen, look how young he is, and he's in the Power Alley. He's at the broadcast pioneer of the world, KDK, so there must be something in that little university up there where it gets very cold.
I think it's a pipeline here, right?
Oh, I know.
Don't we have?
Larry Richard, PJ Comanche.
So, and just favors. We call them favors, that's all.
They saw my SAT scores and they said, best thing for you, do you want fries with that shake? Pull around to the front window. And I got to tell you something, it's just an honor to be with both of you guys. I love what you do. We're going to have the game not only 93.7 The Fan, where they're going to be all year, but on opening day, April 3rd, when Francisco Liriano takes the hill against the Cardinals, we're going to have it beginning at 12:40 on News Radio 1020. KDK, I have to ask you, because it's the biggest story right now. Pitt basketball, because this guy does more than baseball. I'd like to see Amaker get the job, but I don't have any idea who's going to get it. Who do you think has a shot?
Well, I'm hearing Amaker's name more and more now. I just wonder if he doesn't have Duke, which is his alma mater, you know, in the back of his head, that maybe there's some unwritten promise that he'll succeed Coach K. You also wonder, too, would he want to go up against Coach K in the ACC until he decides to retire? He's certainly, I think, a viable candidate.
And speaking of that coaching staff at Harvard, Brian DiStefano, who is a Nemasac, his mother, maiden name, from New Brighton. Of course, that entire family, including my best friend, went to Clarion. So if this thing actually works out,
Tied it all together.
we'll give Clarion some love, because another guy who spent some time there, Calipari, got a job right now.
That's right.
Who do you think?
You know, I think that the university is going to listen for a minute and then move on to the whole Brandon Knight thing, because I mean,
You have to.
They have a core of players that are really pounding their fist for this guy. I don't know how many boosters are, but their voices count, and it all depends on how he interviews. I don't think that he has the experience. I think there's going to be candidates ahead of him, but I think that we're quick to dismiss him. I think that he has quite a few advocates on his behalf that Scott Barnes will be forced to listen, and what Knight does with the opportunities that maybe others have presented for him, that remains to be seen.
All right, listen, let me see these. How do I get these? And the beat goes on. These are the best headphones that I think have ever. Do you have a pair of these?
I go Bose, but
Do you?
these are
Man,
right
those
up
are
there.
sweet. One of the great things that Dr. Dre did amongst a number of other
I
things
get one of
too.
those rings. That's what I want to do.
That was my father's.
That's nice.
Yeah. Hey, you're going to use it for the weekend.
Thank you very much.
All right, listen, ladies and gentlemen, Clint Heyman taking care of the video Samsung S5, still waiting for the S7. It's out, by the way. Stop in at an AT&T dealer
Do you have
near you.
unlimited data, by the way?
No, I just got my bill. And in fact, I had to take out a home equity loan to pay it. Thank you very much. Dan Zangrilli, Eric Hagman, Dr. Backer, 50 pounds, ladies and gentlemen. That'll do it. Have yourself a great rest of the day, and let's go Bucks.